This is Talking Wikipedia. Y is the 25th letter in the basic modern Latin alphabet and represents either a vowel or a consonant in English. Name. In Latin, Y was named Y Greca, Greek Y. This was pronounced as I Greca, Greek I since Latin speakers had trouble pronouncing /y/, which was not a native sound. In Romance languages, the pronunciation became the regular name. Spanish I Greek, French I Grec, etc. Old English borrowed Latin Y to write the native Old English sound /y/ previously written with the root years. When the letter came to be analyzed as a V atop an I first grammatical treatise, it was renamed VI/UI/citation needed, which was simplified to one syllable /WI/ and by the great vowel shift became the modern English way /WA/. Y is the only letter other than /Irish Z for Z whose name in English is wholly unrelated to its name in French and other Romance languages. History. Edit Semitic, Phoenician, Greek and Latin. An early Semitic version of the letter Vav. The later Phoenician version of Vav. The furthest back direct ancestor of English letter Y was the Semitic letter Vav, from which also come F, U, V, and WCF for details. The Greek and Latin alphabets developed from the Phoenician form of this early alphabet. In modern English, there is also some historical influence from the Old English letter Yo, which developed from Semitic Gimel. Consonant. As a consonant in English, Y is normally a palatal approximand, /J/year, German Jar. This is possibly influenced by the Middle English letter Yo, which represented /J/. Yo's other sound, // came to be written GH in modern English. Vowel Y first appeared as the Greek letter upsilon. The Romans borrowed a small form of upsilon as the single letter V, representing both /U/ and its consonantal variant /W/. In later ways of writing Latin, V is typically written as U for a vowel, or V for the consonant. However, this first loaning of upsilon into Latin is not the source of modern English Y. The usage of the capital form of upsilon, Y as opposed to U, V, or W, dates back to the Latin of the 1st century BC, when upsilon was introduced a second time, this time with its foot to distinguish it. It was used to transcribe loan words from the prestigious Attic dialect of Greek, which had the non-Latin sound /y/. Because it was not a native sound of Latin, it was usually pronounced /u/ or /i/. The latter pronunciation was the most common in the classical period and was used by most people except the educated ones. The letter was also used for other languages with a /y/ sound. Some words of Italic origin were respelled with a Y. Latin silva forest was commonly spelled silva. in analogy with the Greek cognate and synonym. To the Roman Emperor Claudius proposed introducing the new letter into the Latin alphabet to transcribe the so-called sonus medius, a short vowel before labial consonants, which in inscriptions was sometimes used for Greek upsilon instead. Citation needed. In Old English there was a native /y/ sound, and so both Latin U and Y were adapted for use. By the time of Middle English, /y/ had lost its roundedness and became identical to I/I/ and //. Therefore, many words that originally had I were spelled with Y, and vice versa. Some dialects, however, retained the sound /y/ and spelled it U, following the French usage. Citation needed. Likewise, modern English vocalic Y is pronounced identically to the letter I, but modern English uses it in only certain places, unlike Middle and early modern English. It has three uses. For upsilon in Greek loanwords system, Greek s street a at the end of the word I. City. Compare cities, where s is final and before vowel endings dysprosium ing, justifying. Usage. In Spanish, Y is called I/Y Grecia, in Catalan I Greca, in French and Romanian I Grec, in Polish I Grek, all meaning Greek except for Polish, where it is simply the phonetic transcription of the French name. In most other European languages the Greek name is still used. In German, for example, it is called epsilon, and in Portuguese and Italian it's called ypsilon or ypsilo, although in Portuguese there is also the name Greek I. 1. The letter Y was originally established as a vowel. In the standard English language, the letter Y is traditionally regarded as a consonant, but a survey of almost any English text will show that Y more commonly functions as a vowel. In many cases, it is known as a semivowel. After fronting from /u/ Greek /y/d rounded to /i/. In English morphology, Y is an adjectival suffix. International Phonetic Alphabet. In the International Phonetic Alphabet, Y corresponds to the close front rounded vowel, and the slightly different character corresponds to the near front rounded vowel. It is indicative of the rarity of front rounded vowels that Y is the rarest sound represented in the IPA by a letter of the Latin alphabet, being cross-linguistically less than half as frequent as Q or C and only about a quarter as frequent as X. Citation needed. The IPA symbol J job represents the sound of the English letter Y in the word yes. This is Talking Wikipedia.